Uzi. Hi guys, and welcome back to Balancing Bull. My name is Shanice, and I am here. If you notice, everything looks a little different. I'm here at MD Studios 95, and I'm in partnership with them, and I'm telling you guys, this wonderful studio. I'm going to leave some information about them down below. If you guys have any questions, any inquiries, you can always email me at balancingbull@gmail.com. But today, I'm here because I want to give you guys a quick little new moon in Capricorn message. Let's talk about this new moon in Capricorn. I feel like before we could talk about the new moon in Capricorn, we really just need to have a quick little discussion about what the hell Capricorn has been through over the last 5-6 months, okay? Capricorn has been getting lit the F up, all right? Capricorn energy is the workhorse of the zodiac. Capricorn is the I'm just going to build, I'm going to build, I'm going to build, I'm going to work, I'm going to work, I'm going to work. Okay, the last 5-6 months of 2020, the rest of the planets and everything else has been saying, Capricorn, sit the fuck down. Straight up. Like, sit down, hold up, you trying to build, but we want you to build something better. We want you to do it different. In order to do that, we need to break everything down. This new moon in Capricorn is like the final breakdown. It's like it's not even the final breakdown. It's more like the beginning of building up everything that has been broken down. Okay, this is like kind of our breath of relief. It's our little sigh, like, but this is also the time. This is like kind of when the smoke clears. This is the period of time where the smoke kind of clears, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's possibly opportunity. There is a way. All of this breaking down doesn't have to keep being broken down. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that at that. Just some things to notice after this. Whatever you guys are working on, if you're setting intentions and working on manifesting things right now with the new moon in Capricorn, just understand that there's a whole cycle, and any results that you're thinking that you're going to see, you'll probably see it June. I wanted to say it's June 24th when the full moon in Capricorn comes around. That's when everything that you're planning and setting intention for, that's when you'll really probably start to reap the benefits of that. Because after this, we're going to be moving into this Aquarius energy, and we're in the age of Aquarius right now. Also, something else that should be noted is that Taurus is finally going to go direct in Uranus. Taurus has been retrograde in Uranus for a while. So tomorrow, actually, the 14th, Taurus is going to be going direct in Uranus. And then, if I'm not mistaken, and I only bring this up because Uranus is such a wild card energy planet, and just because the way that the planets have been moving, I feel like with it being an outer planet, it gets overlooked a lot. The cycles for Uranus are a lot longer, so we kind of sit in that energy for a little bit longer, but we have been retrograde in Taurus for a while. Uranus has been in Taurus for a minute, but it's been retrograde, and now we're about to go direct. So I feel like that is something very important. I would look and see. I'm going to let that one go because it's gone. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the cards. Let's just get into the message. Let's see what this new moon has for us. Let's just see. I'm going to start off using the Moonology deck for us. And we're just going to see let's just see collectively how this new moon is going to start to affect us. Now, what was coming through was communication is key. I believe that was new moon in Gemini, which is ironic too, because right now we are sitting in the Gemini is sitting in the North Node right now. So let's see, what messages do we have about this new moon in Capricorn for our MD Studio collective? Show the world the real you. Yeah. Okay. With this being said, because we're about to move into all of this Aquarius energy, and like I said, this is the beginning. This is the end, and it's the beginning. We're done breaking down. We have gone through all of the deepest parts of ourselves. We have done. I'm feeling like I'm feeling too with this. I'm seeing intensive. I'm seeing intensive shadow work. I'm seeing people like really delving down into the deepest parts of themselves and saying, you know what? It's been dark down here for a while, but I want people to see. I want people to know who I am, what I'm about. I want everything. I just feel like there's this level. The word I'm hearing is exposure. I'm hearing exposure. It's like we're just shining a light on things. We are just exposing all parts of everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. It doesn't matter. We broke down stuff so long, and we're breaking things down and these structures down, and the way that we think, the way that we act, the way that we move. We were breaking all of these things down, but for what? It's obviously because there's something else that you want to show. There's something else that you want to do. Now is the time. Now is the time to show what it is that you've been breaking down, so you can show what it is that you're working towards, and what you're working towards is the real you. But that's everywhere. That's on a personal level. That's in workplaces. That is globally. That is politically. We're really starting to see what's really going on. Lights are being shown everywhere. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to get 2 more from the Moonology deck. What messages do we have for the new moon in Capricorn? Perfect. Confidence is your key to success. Absolutely. Let's see, one more. Thank you. All right. I love this. I love this. I love this. Show the world the real you. Confidence is your key to success. Balance spirituality and practicality. Now, you guys should know, anybody that's been with me, anybody that's read with me, if you've been keeping up with me, wherever you can find me at, because I'm all over the place. Yeah, if you, all over the place, check me out on Facebook, Balancing Bull LLC. Go ahead and like the page, okay? All right. On YouTube, go ahead, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell. Smash that shit. Okay. Anyway, back to these messages. My little shameless plug. You can get a couple of those today. Balance spirituality and practicality. See, I feel like with this age of Aquarius, with all of this Aquarius energy, if I'm not mistaken, Aquarius is moving into Neptune. If I'm not mistaken. And that is really going to open people up. I might be wrong. Hold on. Now I need to look. Hold on. Hold up. Okay. I was wrong. It's not Aquarius moving into Neptune. It's Pisces. And okay. So Pisces is sitting in Neptune, and that's its founding father. That is where Pisces is comfortable. But with that being said, this energy is about shining a light on what is your spirituality. Are you confident in it? Are you confident in it? Are you confident in yourself? Because the thing is how is it that we are to be spiritual beings, but we haven't mastered who we are here? This is like self-mastery to the fullest extent in all areas. It's being exactly who we are. No sugarcoat. It is what it is. This is the good, this is the bad, and we're not even going to get into the topic of good versus bad, because that's a whole other story for another day. You're going to have to go check me. You have to come check me in one of my groups when I do one of my chats, okay? But what I'm really feeling here is just like there's a certain level of vulnerability that we're all being exposed to on a whole bunch of different levels. Because everything was broken down. It's almost like everybody is naked now. Everybody is naked. There is nothing to hide anymore. So it's like you know, if you're in a crowd of people and you're naked, right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm just saying this how it's being fed to me, the way that they're giving it to me. If you're in a crowd of people and you are naked, after a while, it's almost like, well, fuck it. I'm naked. What's next? What am I gonna do? Whatever. It is what it is, because that is you in your most vulnerable state. That is you in your most vulnerable state. Now, you have to think about it this way too. If you're sitting on the stage, if you have stage fright, if you're afraid of speaking in front of people, one thing that people always say is, go ahead and imagine the audience naked. Well, why? Because that means that they would be equally as vulnerable as you. Here's the thing. We are all naked. The person on stage, the person in the audience, the security, the person outside valeting the cars. We are all vulnerable from every aspect. We are all naked. We are all coming into this space of, here we are. It is what it is, right? So going off of that and feeling all of that energy, what else can you do but start new? What else can you do but start fresh? Now is the time. That's what new moon energy is all about. It's about new beginnings, but this new moon in particular is just a little bit different, because it is just set up for that, because we was getting stripped down for a long time. Capricorn has been getting stripped naked for the last 6 months, and it's been a tug. It's like, take their shirt, like, you know, back and forth, delay, but now we finally got Capricorn stripped down, ass naked, and now it's time. How do we want to appear? How do we want to show up in the world? Because right now is a time where it's like, we need to go to the closet and look and see, how is it that we want to show up? How is it that we want to appear? How is it that we want to present ourselves? Because now is the time. This is like the first day of school, okay? The first day of school. All right. So I'm going to move into the Butterfly for Life changes, and we're going to see how this collective specifically will be seeing these energies, and then we will dive into some tarot to clarify heavenly signs. So I feel like religion and spirituality. See, some of you guys are going to just be prompted into, I feel like, dream space. Dream space has been getting downloaded to me very heavily. What's going on in your dream space is very, a lot of people are having and seeing a lot. That's that Piscean energy though. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we got into this. We get a couple moon cards. People are going to be prompted to look at their religion differently, to look at their spirituality differently. There's people who have not tapped in at all, and they're going to be like, well, what am I thinking about that for? Well, where did this come from? Why am I having dreams like this? I'm pretty sure I just saw something out of the corner of my eye, but it's not there. What is it that I heard? The thing is, too, these are all heavenly signs. People are going to be noticing the coincidences, the things that they think are coincidental. They're going to be noticing that they happen more and more and more and more. And it's going to be like, there's no way this is a coincidence. Because that's the thing. It's not. It's not. People are going to be seeing these signs. And it's either going to prompt people to explore, or unfortunately, it's going to prompt people to be like, what's going on? What am I going crazy? Did I just see that? Did I just hear that? No, I just heard that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this deja vu? No, this is way more than deja vu. There's got to be another meaning to this. I've been here before, but I have never been here before. I'm telling you, the signs and the synchronicities are going to be crazy. Okay, hold on. This is really getting me here. Dietary change on the bottom of the deck. Okay. I need to address this really quickly. A lot of people are going to realize and start noticing, and this is another sign though, that their bodies cannot handle some of the foods that it has always handled. Some people are going to be like, actually, I really can't do dairy anymore. Or, I really haven't been wanting meat anymore. It's just, for me, I've always kind of gone through things. I have other underlying I don't even want to call them medical conditions because they're really not even medical, but there's a lot of things that I can't eat. I just can't get with it. I can try. I can do very small amounts, but like, you're not going to catch me eating meat 5 days out of the week. My body can't take it. My body cannot break it down anymore. It does not sit well with me. I am by no means vegetarian. I am by no means vegan or anything of that nature, but it's, and more specifically over the past year and a half, my body has said no to a lot of things. I love sweets. I love candy. I love cakes. I love snacks. My body has been like, don't give me sugar. Like, even with my coffees and stuff, anybody knows me, I always have a big old something. Okay. Even with that, I've had to be like, yo, like, no sugar. It's too sweet. It's like too much for me to palate anymore. But it's like, there's certain things. There are just things, as dietary wise, people are going to start noticing that they can't do. People are going to notice that even their eating schedules are going to change. So even if they're eating the same things, maybe they would eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm not even hungry for that anymore. Some people are going to be in the exact opposite, where they don't eat a lot and they're like, I need to eat now. Like, I'm ravenous. For me, I noticed that my eating schedules and my eating habits change with the moon cycles, for me personally. Leading up to new moons, I am hungry. I want. I feel like that is my body being nourished enough to bring in whatever it is that I'm looking to manifest. During full moons, I'm not hungry. I can't eat. But my sleep cycles also very much so go with the moons. And I feel like you guys might be noticing these things. These are these signs that you're going to be like, there's a little something to this. Like, I'm noticing patterns. I'm noticing coincidences. Like, this ain't a coinky-dink, okay? And the thing is, it's all based upon religion and spirituality. And it's just going to be highlighted. There's going to be so much exposure because there's so much to it. Let me give you a little backstory too about Balancing Bull. The Balancing Bull came from the fact that I am a Taurus sun and I'm a Libra moon. And I'm always in search of what is the truth? What is bullshit? What is the truth? And it's funny because between spirituality and practicality, I never had this, before I had this deck, when I was kind of getting my ideas together for a name for myself, this is a phrase that came to me. To balance spirituality and practicality, if you go and look on my business page, you will find that phrase there. That has been what I've been about before. Like, that's just my MO. Because you can look at one side, you can only look at spirituality, you are going to miss a whole lot. Because at the end of the day, we are still on Earth, and Earth is ghetto, and we are still here, and we need to know how to navigate on this Earth. Okay? Right? And then, with your spirituality, if you are only navigating on this Earth, you are going to miss half of the things. This is where these heavenly signs are coming in with this religion and spirituality. These are these heavenly signs. These are these things that people that have only been of this planet and have not acknowledged anything outside of what these 2 eyes can see, what these ears can hear, and they haven't tapped into everything else that we have inside of our human bodies. Because inside of our human bodies, we house our souls, we house our divine feminines, our divine masculines, we house our inner children, we house our shadow, we house our higher selves. We, in our blood, we carry the DNA of all of our ancestors. We have all of that limitless information housed in our human bodies that we feel are so limited. People are going to start noticing those limits. We're breaking those limits down. And that's what we were doing in cap season. Not in cap season. Well, it is cap season, but that's what we were doing when we were breaking down all that Capricorn energy the last half of 2020. And now it's like, all right, let's start new. Let's start fresh. We didn't break everything down. Let's start fresh, and let's illuminate, and let's shine the light on what exactly is going on. Okay. So, that is our overarching message here. Overarching message is, listen, we done just tore down a whole lot of things. Okay? And for good reason. They weren't serving us. We were clearing the way. We were letting the smoke clear. Now can you see something different? Now that you don't have all of these distractions, can you tap in a little bit different? Is it easier for you now? Okay. Where am I going to pull from? I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. It's one of my favorites. And I knew this was going to show up somewhere, the Hierophant, because this is a time right now where everybody defines and develops their own High Priestess, their own Hierophant energy. And I'm telling you, I'm really feeling heavily the Moon card as well. But now is the time that everybody kind of develop their own inner High Priestess, their own inner Hierophant. Everything should have been broken down enough to where you can see that you are the change, you are the power. And until you tap into that, and collectively, once everyone taps into that, then you can see the big changes. So sometimes the breaking down structure takes a lot longer than anticipated, because to get everybody on the same accord, everybody's not going to get on the same accord all at the same time. But let's see. What other messages do we have regarding the new moon in Capricorn? I just saw that Three of Swords in reverse. Healing. Lots of healing from all of the breaking down. This is seeing the different sides, seeing the different pictures. The Knight of Cups, yes. Knight of Cups, the Hangman. Okay. The Eight of Swords. That's eliminating all of those limits that we thought. The Magician. Let's see, let me get one more. And the Lovers. Oh, I love this. Okay. So immediately we've got a lot of Mercury energy. I wonder what's sitting in Mercury right now. Actually, I believe is Taurus in Mercury? What's sitting in Mercury right now? Hold on. Let me pull up the chart. I'm just pulling up the chart on astro.com. Internet's a little slow. It's a little slow. Just a little. Let's see the chart. Let's see. Right now. Oh, Mars is what came into Taurus. So Mercury is sitting in Aquarius, because there's a lot of Mercury energy here. Okay. So with the Knight of Cups, the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, the Magician, and the Lovers, I feel like it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. Sitting right in the middle is the Eight of Swords. But the Knight of Cups, it's like this moon coming in, this full moon coming in. Oh, and they want to say, just understand, not all the time. Okay. I'm sorry, not all the time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. And then here we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is about working together. But whatever these changes coming in, it's not going to happen overnight. It is coming together. I'm really feeling March. I'm really feeling March. And then I'm feeling like I was getting downloaded earlier, June. March and June. So just pay attention to what it is that you're focused on now, and see where you're at with it in March. See where you're at with it in June. Okay. The Knight of Cups, the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, the Magician, and the Lovers. To me, what I'm getting is the divine is bringing into you a new perspective to break you out of all of the ways that you limit yourself. For all the things that you tell yourself that you're not able to do, that you're not capable of doing. Because circumstances may have been telling you, may have been confirming, and may have been validating you, but however, that was false validation. because you weren't looking at it properly. It was supposed to validate that, hey, you can do something differently by removing things. So breaking everything down was not to validate you that you were not able and capable of doing those things. It was supposed to validate you and saying, hey, I can do something completely different from these things because these things are not working. However, the problem is there's not a balance between the spirituality and the practicality. So it's people are like, okay, everything's breaking down, nothing's working out, and they're feeling like they can't go and create anything new. However, that is exactly the opposite of what this energy is bringing to us. This new moon in Capricorn energy is bringing to us exactly that. It's bringing us the space to create alignment. It is bringing us the energy to create alignment. You have the Magician and the Lovers. And it's funny because it's about, I really feel heavily, it's about where we speak. I'm seeing a whole lot of blue here. I'm seeing a lot of like throat chakra energy. I feel like it is bringing us to the space to where we can effectively communicate our innermost truths. To be in that vulnerable space. Excuse me, I'm guessing this is why they gave me the image of somebody speaking. That's probably why they gave me the image of somebody speaking, because I'm feeling, again, a whole lot of throat chakra activation. And actually, I would say maybe about 4 months ago, it was, I felt like collectively we were going through a throat chakra type of thing. But I feel like we're going here. And it's funny, too, because even here, I'm gonna put some pictures up so that you can see a little bit better. But even here, homegirl is like, how do I communicate my truths? I feel like there's restrictions on that. There are none. They have been removed. They have been broken down. So, this is the time. This is the space. I'm just, with this is, oh my gosh, I can't even, this is just such beautiful creation energy. This is, you have all of the tools. Even though everything was taken away from you, if you're sitting at a workbench and you know somebody's going to you've got 1,000 tools on your workbench. But in reality, you only need 4. You only need 4. So the last 6 months, you know, you've been like, oh, well, somebody took this tool, and somebody took that tool, and somebody took this tool, and somebody took that tool, and you're like, well, how can I create? Well, the reality of it is you only needed 4. You only needed your wand, your cup, your sword, and your wand. Wait, I did that already. Your wand, your cup, your sword, and your pentacle. Oh my God. I'm an earth sign. How did I forget that? Your pentacle, guys. But those are the only 4 tools that you need. So you had 1,000 tools sitting here, and you feel like, yo, somebody came through and ransacked my shit, and they stole and they took fucking 100 of my tools. Well, you only need 4 of them. No, what they did was they gave you space to work with those tools that you actually need. You still got a whole lot of tools sitting on your table that you don't need. But you only need 4 of them to get you where you need to go. Like, you're not going to be putting together a kid's toy with a hammer. So you mad that somebody took your hammer? It wasn't doing you no good except for taking up space on your table. You get me? Do you feel me? It's not messing up your alignment. It's creating space for you so that you can work more freely, so that you can think more freely without being consumed and cluttered and distracted and confined. Okay? So I just want to close out with this, guys. This new moon here, set your intentions for how you want these next 6 months to look. Really dig into the depths of yourself and allow yourself to not limit yourself. For once, if you've always been, oh, I can't do that because they said I can't do that. Don't. Go do it. Go do it. And go work towards it, because now is the time to do that. To really get into who it is that you are, what it is that you want, what it is that you need in this life, how you want to show up in your life. This energy supports that. 100% wholeheartedly. All right? That's all I have for you guys. So until next time, I will be back next week with some other messages. Who knows? Maybe astrology. I don't know. The divine hasn't given it to me yet. But I will be back next week. All right. Bye.